What's up guys, Matt Tolbers. So today we're going to review this Dabbsson 2000L. This is my first time ever reviewing a Dabbsson product. So I'm excited to show it to you guys. This thing has 2,048 watt hours of power, has a 2,200 watt inverter with a 4,400 watt surge, and it only weighs 41 pounds, which is the lightest power station of this size I've ever seen. It has lithium iron phosphate batteries, which are like the safest, longest lasting batteries you can get. I just think it's a really nice power station, and I think it's priced well, so let's check this thing out. Well guys, we got this beautiful flower pattern from the sunshine on our Dabbsson 2000L. Let's do a quick review. So here's the screen. You can see 100%, see the graph there, shows your input watts, your output watts, shows your estimate time to charge or discharge right here. Here's your Bluetooth symbol, because this you can connect to the Dabbsson app, which I'll show you in a second. Here's how you turn the DC inverter on. You can see all the symbols pop up. And then here is your 12-volt cigarette plug. It's also got the barrel style plug right here. It's got 100 watt USB-C. This is a fast charging one. It's got a regular 30 watt USB-C, and it's got two 15 watt USB-A's. And then obviously you want to turn it on and off, you'd hold that down or just turn the screen off for a second. You just press it once. It's got 6 AC outlets. 3 of them have the 3-prong. And then to turn that AC inverter on, you just press that and it'll start lighting up. And then you can see it says 60 hertz. Shows the AC plugs on right there. It also has a light, low, high, SOS. You gotta love when it has a light on the front. You can see there's a fan so that the heat just goes right through it. And on this side, it shows the Dabbsson 2000L. This is a very fitting sign, guys. Though she be but little, she is fierce. So all the output ports are on the front there. Nothing's on the side. And then the charging ports are on the back. I love when they separate that. That's just my thing. This is your XT60 plug to charge it from solar or your car. So this can charge at 800 watts from solar and fully charge in about 4 hours. And here's your AC plug. It can take 1,500 watts in fast charge mode and fully charge in about 2 hours. It can also dual charge it up to 1,500 watts. So if you're getting some sun, then you don't have to use your grid power. So basically free energy. And you can see the other side. There's nothing there besides that beautiful flower pattern from the sunlight. Like I said, this only weighs 41 pounds, but it does give you 2 really nice carry handles, and the way it's designed, it's able to be close to your body, so it makes it a lot easier to carry around. Comes with your AC outlet plug to charge it that way, and it also comes with your car charger. This charge will only charge at about 100 watts an hour and fully charge in about 24 hours, but you can also get their Charger X, which is an alternator charger, and you can charge at 500 watts an hour and obviously charge it up 5 times faster than this would. I'm about a foot away, guys. This is a decibel reading in fast mode while charging. Now I'm in quiet mode, which is like 400 watts an hour charge. This is the decibel reading. These are the protections it has. It has over voltage, overload, over temperature, short circuit, low temperature, low voltage, over current, and overcharge. It's a lot of protection. This, of course, has lithium iron phosphate batteries, which is exactly what you want. They're way better than regular lithium ion batteries, which you have to worry about your house burning down or cycle uses being so low, like 500 or 700, where this has 4,000 full cycle uses to 80% capacity. So got some good batteries in it. All right, guys, let's start turning some devices on. We're going to start from small devices that don't pull much, and we'll get to really powerful stuff. So it's only pulling 2 watts with these LED lights. Still says 99 hours it would run, so that's the max. You can see we got all sorts of devices I always take camping. My portable fan, one of my lights. Got 2 powerful flashlights. Then we got our lights I use for van camping. We're pulling 20 to like 22 watts. It says 40 to like 42 hour estimate time. Obviously this will take an hour, 2 hours max to charge, so it will barely use any power from this power station. So it'll charge small devices really easily. All right, guys, now we're charging 4 batteries. That's to power my lantern, my headlamp you guys see me use all the time, bug zapper, this USB bank, my thermal. It's pulling about the same, 1920 watts, says 46 hours. Something I also have with me van camping all the time is a tire inflator and a jump starter. So it's charging that, and I'm running this new Arctic Air fan on high. And it says 51 hours. This will be charged in no time. And then once, well, let's pull that out actually. Let's see what it jumps up to when I pull that out. 99 hours. So it'll run this Arctic Air fan for basically ever. All right, guys, we're testing out the 100 watt USB-C. You can see it does work, 98 watts right there. And then on the device, it's pulling, it says about 95. So that definitely works. Now let's try the 30 watt. All right, now we got the 30 watt one going. It says 27 watts there and 28 watts here. We're gonna do the shop fan on high and see how many watts it pulls. You probably won't be able to hear me, but let's see what it does. We got the batteries for my tools plugged in. This is a fast charger, so this pulls a lot of power. It'll charge these up super quick, like way less than an hour. Since it's pulling 130 watts, it says 9 hours. All right, we got a 200 watt little electric heater. It's settled around 200 watts. It says it would run for 7 hours. We got my 500 watt electric heater. Says it will run for 4 hours. Obviously, these are not meant to run on electric power stations very much, but if you need to, you can run one for about 4 hours, and that puts off a lot of heat. Even more powerful electric heater, 1,000 watts, says 2 hours estimate. We're gonna push it with my most powerful electric heater and just see what it says. I know it can handle it. The fan did kick up on this because we're pulling over 1,500 watts. It says 1 hour. We got my 1,500 watt electric kettle going. Got a little water in there. It'll probably boil that pretty quick. Pulling 1,400 and about 50 watts. Still at 97%. Says it'll run it for an hour, but it's not going to take long to get that boiling here. You can see it's already starting to get going. We got a dual toaster, guys. We're going to do both at the same time. The fan's going to kick back on this thing. It should pull around. Look at that, 1,800 watts, guys. It says 1 hour. Obviously, this doesn't take long to make some toast, but easily run a dual toaster. All right, we got the toaster oven going, 425. Make us a pizza out here. It's pulling around 1,800 watts. Like I said, it says 1 hour. So it runs very powerful. Anything you can plug into your house, it will easily run because your house outlet can generally handle 1,800 watts. This can handle 2,200, but I think it can actually handle more than that. So we'll be testing that out here in a second. All right, guys, the real tests are starting. Like I said, this has a 2,200 watt inverter with a 4,400 watt surge. So this should probably go over that. So let's turn this on. And then let's put that on and see what happens here. Oop, it's past the 2,200 watts, so let's see if it keeps running. They definitely have underestimated their inverter because it's been running about 2,400 watts for over 2+ minutes, and this thing's putting off a ton of heat. And that toast should be done any second, and I have that thing really cranked up too, so that's gonna be some dark toast. As you can see, it easily makes some toast and runs a 1,500 watt heater at the same time. So let's try turning double toaster on with this on max and see what happens here. 3,300. Let's see if it goes into that power boost mode because these are heating element devices, so it might lower the voltage. Wow, still on 3,300 watts. Yep, so it kicked into power boost mode, guys. So since these are heating element devices like electric blankets, electric grills, and stoves and things like that, so it's still running, but the voltage is gonna be a little bit lower, so you'd probably have to turn this up so that the toaster runs a little bit longer. We got it charging up right now, but what we're gonna do is test out the UPS mode, which basically means if you have this connected to your wall outlet at your home, then say you have your refrigerator, your computer, medical devices, anything important you don't want to shut off in a power outage, this will instantly transfer from the grid power to the battery power to keep your devices running. It has like a 15 millisecond UPS mode, which is really fast. So we're gonna start making some coffee while this is plugged in, and we're gonna unplug it and see if it keeps running. All right, let's try her up. I don't need a lot of coffee right now because I'm gonna be taking off here, but we gotta make it strong though. There we go. So let's see. So let's try to unplug this and make sure this keeps running. So it went all to output and it's still running. So the UPS mode definitely works. She's nice and quiet. Coffee is done. Our blessed cup. All right, guys, here's their app. Click on the 2000L. You can see the temperature, the percentage, your discharge charge times, input output watts. So under output, you got your AC inverter, DC inverter. It shows the individual watts out of each port. And then you got your LED light, low, high, SOS. Under input, it will show your AC input and your solar input. In the right-hand corner, you got settings. You can rename it. Use your charge discharge. So under fast charge, like I said, full charge in about 2 hours at 1,500 watts. Quiet mode, it's only 400 watts, but the fan's gonna be a little quieter. Then under normal mode, you can actually customize all this. The AC output, you can do 120, 110, or 100. I love that you can customize that. Charge speed, you can do 1,500 for super fast, or you can go all the way down to 50 watts. Energy management, this is for like if you want to discharge to only 30%, 20%, or 10%, or if you want it to go all the way to 0. But you can also charge it up to 50, 60, 70, 80, or 100%. So this is really good for storage and stuff to extend the battery life of your power station. Under time management, they give you so much control. Look at that schedule start time, when you want it to shut down, when you want to start charging, when you want it to start discharging. Look, you can adjust the exact day, hour, week, weekend, whatever you want to adjust there. You can have it happen once, weekly. So you can do that with every
everything here, so that's really nice. Then you got energy saving mode. So if you have standby mode on, the device will never turn off. So if you leave your inverter on by accident, it will eventually die. So this is a nice mode. You can turn that off. So if it's pulling less than 20 watts for more than 2 hours, the AC inverter will shut off. And if you're pulling less than 2 watts from the DC inverter, after 2 hours, it will shut off. But you can customize that. You can say 30 minutes or never or whatever you want to do. You can do the DC inverter also. And also the screen timeout. If you want the screen to never turn off, just stay running, you can do never, or you can do 10 seconds. So we'll go back. Then you got current version. Mine's all updated. Other, you can see the beep. If you don't want that sound, you can turn that off. You can actually adjust to, if you want that style, you can set that screen if you want to, but I like this one a little bit better. Then you got device information, device log, and then you could reset the factory settings. So yeah, it's a really nice app. Well guys, that's my review of this Dabbsson 2000L. Like I said, this is my first time with the Dabbsson, and I really like it. There's a lot of cool features in it that are very customizable. It's very light, very powerful, very impressed with the inverter and how they actually underestimated it. So you guys saw how powerful it was. But yeah, if you guys want to check it out, I'll have a link in the description to it.